It's a really crazy Monday. So a lot of stuff happened today, specifically in stock market. So I've wanted to talk about stock market, investing in stocks for a while now, and I think this would be a perfect opportunity to just get into it and talk about it. We've never talked about stock market or investing in general on this channel, so I think this would be the perfect opportunity to just get into it. So, today, stock market just plunged. Now, there were two main reasons for it. One of them is just the oil prices and the stuff that is going on with that. And second one is something that we all know, but we're not supposed to talk about because YouTube doesn't want us to talk about it for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, so you know that. So because of that, stock market just plunged. And this, in my opinion, is a great opportunity to invest money. Now, what I want to talk about today is stocks that I invest in and how to get it started if that's something you want to do. Now, before we start, I'm not an expert, I'm not a financial advisor, so whatever I say, just make sure you do your own research and don't just listen to me specifically, because obviously I'm not licensed. I just invest my money and I just want to share how you can do the same thing. All right, guys, so what I want to talk about today is a couple of stock types that are really profitable. Not profitable, but it's a good thing to invest in them because they pay you. And just a couple other tips that are going to help you to just get the most out of investing. All right, so let's talk about it. All right, guys, so before we start, I just want to mention this one more time to make sure that you know what we're doing here. First of all, I'm not an expert, I mentioned that. And what I'm teaching you here is to do long-term investing, okay? This is not some day trading secret or something like that. I'm not an expert, and I personally invest my money for the long term to just keep it for years and years to come. So if you're planning to invest your money in stock market, just make sure you invest the money that you're not that you're willing to lose. Meaning that in case nothing happens, I mean the stock goes up and down, obviously, like right now, but nothing bad happens. But make sure you invest the money that you really don't need. So in case if something happens to it, you're not gonna go broke. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I just want to point that out. That's very important to know. So yeah, as I said, good strategy is that to invest $100 a month, if that's okay with you. It's not a lot for most of Americans. So $100 a month, I mean, that's something that is not really going to hurt you. At the same time, it's a good investment and it's good, something good to build. So stock type that we're going to talk about is today in this video specifically is dividend paying stocks. So in case if you don't know what's a dividend paying stock, a dividend paying stock is a company, a public company that you can buy their stock that pay you quarterly for holding their stocks. In some cases, they actually pay you every month. That's something I'm going to talk about later on. But so now, this is not the money that you're going to make if the stock goes up or the money that you're going to lose if the stock goes down. These companies, they actually do everything they can to pay these dividends. These dividends are basically, again, the money that you make. Let's say you hold a stock of a company, one share that is like $20, okay? And dividend payment, again, this is all hypothetical, okay? Just keep in mind, the dividend, let's say, would be like 30 cents, 40 cents, 30 cents per share every 3 months. Now, it's not a lot of money, right? But it's a good thing, instead of just buying a stock of a company that just, stays there, why not invest in a company that is actually going to pay you dividend as well? So if the company, the stock value increases, that's a good thing, but at the same time, you're going to get the dividend money anyway, which is another good thing. And some things, one thing that you want to remember is that if the stock value goes up, the dividend payments also will go up. So that's another good thing. And also, if the stock value comes down, the dividend payments come down as well. Now, it's not a lot, like the changes are not huge, and these are not they don't follow a specific formula, meaning that the company has to decide on that. So they usually try to not mess with dividend payments because they want to keep their shareholders happy, right? That's the goal of every company, specifically if you're a public company. So they usually don't mess with it, but just keep that in mind. These stuff can happen. So yeah, so this is a website called dividend.com. I'm gonna leave a link. I'm not gonna leave a link. You can just go to dividend.com. So they have a chart that shows these high dividend stocks by yield. So these are the stocks that pay the most, and you can actually just go through them and find something good. Now, a couple of stuff, again, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to dividends, but and I'm going to actually make a series inside Aversity for Aversity members, so you don't have to pay anything if you're a member. But the thing is, what you want to pay attention when it comes to choosing the right stock to invest in for dividends, at least, is that you want to check the ex-dividend date. Okay, so this is really important. So there's a thing called ex-dividend, meaning that you have to, if you want to get paid for the upcoming dividend payment that these companies are going to pay out, you need to invest before this. Okay, so before this ex-dividend date. So for example, this company, BT Technologies Inc., the price is $158, so pretty cheap, right? And the ex-dividend is in 15 days or 20 days. I'm not sure. Today is 9th. So yeah, 20 days. So that's pretty good. Let's click on that. Let's check it out. And so if you take a look, if you click on it, it's gonna give you details, again, the countdown to dividend payout, and also it gives you the history of previous dividend payouts. So if you take a look at the history, the recovery history, it's pretty much the same thing. This tells you how often they pay. So in this case, this company is a quarterly dividend company, meaning that they are paying every 3 months. Which is pretty common. This is usually the common strategy. Some companies pay once a year, which is obviously higher, but some companies actually pay every month, which I might talk about it in another video. But yeah, so this is actually a pretty good stock. So if you want to invest in that, you just get the ticker and just go invest. Another stock category I want to talk about, obviously the dividend, some companies have dividends, some companies don't, but another stock type that I want to talk about is closed-end funds. Now they're pretty good companies to invest. So if you go to Robinhood, this is my Robinhood account. I recently started investing this because I use Ameritrade, not Robinhood. But Robinhood is much easier and it's pretty popular, so I just decided to invest some money in here as well. But the thing is, if you actually look for closed-end funds, there you go. You're gonna find a lot of companies here, and these are companies that most of them, like 99% of them, they pay dividends. So you're gonna get paid. Okay, so it's pretty cool. It's a very, very good thing to invest if you want to get paid dividend payments. Now there's a lot to learn when it comes to closed-end funds, so make sure you do your own research. That's very important. Okay, so yeah, so this is something I'm actually going to invest in right now. So as I just talked about, stocks that pay dividends are a really good bet to invest in. So it doesn't matter if they go up and down. Obviously they lose value if the market goes down, but you will get paid with dividends, and that's not a bad thing. Again, they're not going to make you rich, but they're really good, specifically if your strategy is the long-term investing strategy. Because again, I'm not here to teach you day trading because I'm not a fan of it. I just don't want to deal with the stress of it, and I don't have the knowledge either. So because people who do day trading, they know it very well. They're really expert in this. So I just invest my money for the long term, and dividends, stocks that pay dividends are basically a great investment. They pay you, and since you're not touching your money, it doesn't matter if it goes up and down. And usually over the time, again, take this with a grain of salt, but over the time it has proven that stocks usually just go up. Obviously this takes time, it's not instant, you're not going to become rich, but it's a good investment. Imagine you invest $100 a month for the next 5 years. What kind of money you're going to be able to have in the next 5 years. So it's pretty good. It's a good investment. It's a good place to start. And as I just showed you guys, Robinhood is a great place to start. Now, I recently started using Robinhood because I wasn't using it. I have it on another platform which is well known. But the thing is, Robinhood just makes it easier for a lot of people to invest. You can do it from your phone, so it's much easier. And yeah, so that's a good place to start. So guys, let me know if you want to see more investing videos. I really enjoy making these stuff. It's a really good thing to talk about because you got to be smart with your money, and I would love to make more videos. So let me know if you want to see more videos about stock market. I could actually share my portfolio in detail with you guys, like stocks that I hold and everything, so you guys can see it for yourself. So let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what's happening right now, and let me know if you want me to make any more videos about any specific subject in the stock market. One thing I actually forgot to mention this, I just published a video inside Aversity's members area about stock market investing, long-term investing in stock market, and I shared my entire portfolio on Robinhood in there. So if you want to check it out, you can head over to your Aversity account. If you have an account, check it out. It's open to all members, so you can check it out and learn a lot from that video. Again, I shared all my portfolio and everything, so you can actually learn, and I got more tips in there for you as well, which are pretty helpful if you want to get paid with dividends and get paid better and well. So check him out. Again, log into your Aversity account. If you have an account, if you remember, just go to the update section, members update, and you're going to be able to see it. And if you're not a member, just click the button under this video to become a member and get lifetime updates and all these cool trainings that we post once a week. All right guys, thank you so much for watching this video, this quick update, and I'll see you later on.